All right, here we go. The bell is rung. This match is underway. Eddie Guerrero, Mr. Kennedy, gonna go at it here on SmackDown. Eddie Guerrero dropping down Mr. Kennedy. It's that quickness of Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero is so skilled inside the squared circle. Mr. Kennedy is gonna find out just who he's messing with when you mess with Latino Heat. But there's no doubt about the talent, the potential that Mr. Kennedy has inside the squared circle. And right now, it's Guerrero with that hammerlock on Kennedy. But Kennedy wisely going to the ropes to force that rope break. And there's the rope break that's been forced by referee Charles Robinson. And Eddie Guerrero, that smirk on his face. Mr. Kennedy trying to extend the hand. If there's somebody who knows about dirty games, it's Eddie Guerrero. And he still went for it. Mr. Kennedy has no respect. Eddie Guerrero's smile, Eddie Guerrero's smiling, sometimes you just got to take it lightly. Latino Heat might just bring it right back. And there it is. You don't try to cheat, Latino Heat. And that's what happens. Eddie Guerrero now on the attack of Mr. Kennedy. There's one person you don't mess with. You don't mess with Eddie Guerrero. And now Kennedy turning things around. Mr. Kennedy has been so vicious with what we've seen from him as of late. Oh, what a boot to the side of the head. Eddie could be out cold. And Kennedy going for the cover. 2. And now this time it's Mr. Kennedy with the hammerlock on Guerrero, driving the boot to the back of the knee to put more pressure on this hammerlock. You're starting to get a little bit of a display of Mr. Kennedy's technical skills right now. Eddie trying to build off the fans here who are trying to rally him. Eddie, backdrop suplex, able to counter Mr. Kennedy just like that. Eddie can turn the tables so quick. And now it's Guerrero who's starting to build up the momentum here. Eddie Guerrero, here we go. The three amigos coming in. There's 1, there's 2. Can he get the third amigo? And he's unable to do so as Kennedy able to counter, sending Guerrero into the turnbuckles. Nobody home but a back elbow for Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy getting rocked by Guerrero. But now it's Kennedy who fights back with these clubbing rights to Guerrero. Oh, sent Kennedy right into the official. The official misplaced. And Eddie's got that grin on his face. Eddie's about to be up to no good. What is Eddie thinking? Eddie's got a steel chair. With the official knockdown, what does Eddie have in mind? Kennedy is about to eat a chair. Oh, Eddie just tossed the chair, just tossed the evidence to Mr. Kennedy. This is brilliant. Kennedy just caught red-handed for... Mr. Kennedy just got disqualified. That is vintage Eddie Guerrero. That's a classic. by any means necessary. His song says it best. I lie, I cheat, and I steal. You can't out-cheat Latino heat. And that's what Mr. Kennedy just found out. Eddie Guerrero advances to the Survivor Series team. On the SmackDown side of things is Eddie Guerrero going to the Survivor Series team. Oh, Mr. Kennedy just nailed Guerrero right on the skull with a steel chair. Talk about taking your frustrations out. What a sore loser that Mr. Kennedy is. Eddie Guerrero outsmarting Mr. Kennedy with a steel chair, only for Mr. Kennedy to just let his emotions get the best of him after the fact and not accept a loss and nail Guerrero right across the skull, clocking Guerrero with a steel chair. Let's take a look at what I'm talking about one more time. Outsmart. Here's where Eddie Guerrero outsmarts Mr. Kennedy. Outsmarting Mr. Kennedy right here. Ref never saw. All he heard was the chair shot and Mr. Kennedy with the chair in hand. So, and then here's a sickening thud. Boom, right across the skull of Guerrero. With impact and brute force from Mr. Kennedy yelling at Guerrero. Eddie just took a really tough shot to the head. I hope Eddie Guerrero's okay. Guerrero having a hard time getting back up to his feet after that shot to the chair. Guerrero's got to be stunned, to say the least.